Welcome to the donhat crew.
The OP08 pudding is just busted. I've been playtesting the deck. I'm gonna show you the deck list and give you some gameplay. First of all, I'll explain the cards. We have the high end of 4 10 cost Linlens, 4 Katakuris, 4 7 cost Linlens. I'm also running 2 Kaidos to get rid of blockers and be able to finish the games. And basically what you do is you play the pudding to get your high end and simply find the pieces that you need. You can use the flampe to get one of the life from the top of your life, which is face up, and use the sanji to cycle the second card to have a face down card and be able to use your leader again. Or you are able to go second and just play the Bonclay Mr. 2 and be able to ramp up to 6 Dawn on your 4 Dawn turn, being able to be at 8 Dawn on your next turn to already play a Charlotte Linen or a Katakuri and be able to spam your 10 costs the turn afterwards. Of course, we're also going to be running the new gate because he basically flips all of your face up cards face down. So if you're going first, you can swing with the pudding, go to 4 Dawn. On the next turn, you're going to be at 6, play the new gate, and ramp up again to 7 Dawn to have 9 Dawn on the next turn. Also an option for you to be able to play the Kaido straight up, and there's many more things you can do. Of course, we're playing the 4 Gidatsus, it's an amazing yellow card. For the triggers, we have 4 Sanjis and 4 Beiges to be able to survive in case our opponent goes aggressive. We have 4 Hyoris to do the same thing, take a face up card from our life and put it face down to be able to use the pudding's effect once again. And as you can see, we have a lot of 2k counters. There's a total of 16 2k counters. That's why we're not running the zero cost event, even though we do have about 14 non-counter cards. Usually we'll start spamming them and playing them, and you will be able to see that in the gameplay. So I get to go second in this game. I mulligan just to have a better hand. I can already see that I will start with the pudding. The opponent plays a Luffy and passes his turn with the Vegapunk effect. I draw a Hiyori, just play the pudding, get a Suncost Linlen, and pass my turn. On the next turn, we'll be able to swing with the lead to ramp and use the forecast to ramp again. He decides to swing a 7k at my life. I'll just take that. I'll go 5k at life, get arrested Dawn. He counters and I play the forecast to ramp again, keeping 1 Dawn open just in case, as if I have an event, like let's say El Tor. He'll use 1 Dawn to use the leader's effect, and he will put 1 card into his life. The Shaka, which is a blocker that will come to the field once I hit his life. He'll go 6 at life. I'll counter, and he goes 5 at life. I counter with a Gidatsu. Okay, so now we're already at 8 Dawn, we can play the 7 cost Linlen, and on the next turn we can already play the 10 cost. Which technically we should be at 6 Dawn right now, but because of pudding we are already at 8. You just go 5 at 5. And he counters with a 1k. We go 6 at 5. And we'll keep 1 down to play a pudding. And we'll find another 10 costs, so we can start spamming our 10 costs from the next turn. He plays the stage. And goes 5k at 1k. I just let it go. He already did what he needs to do. And he goes 6 at 5. I counter with a 2k. At this point we pretty much starved the Vegapunk, and we can start spamming our 10 costs so that he doesn't get any triggers from his life. And he swings 10 at life. Keeping 1 down for the lead ability, I guess. And he puts another life on top. Oh, and we have another 10 cost, so we can just go 5 at 5. Then we'll use the 10 cost to go to 4 life and take out the Kikunojo so he doesn't heal. At this point we're in a pretty good position. He plays a Searcher. He draws a York. He uses the leader's ability for 1 down. He either plays, yep, he plays the York. Pops one of my puddings, gets a life back into his hand. And just puts all his down on the Luffy. Swing 11 at life, sure, I'll take that. And guess what's coming next? Next we have another 10 cost. And we just go 5 at life. He doesn't have any cards in hand, so it should be fine. Even if he counters out of this, we should be able to win this on this turn. Okay, he got a blocker from his life, so I guess he survives this turn, but I'm not sure if he can do much here, to be honest. Even if he heals and puts like a good trigger in his life, I can just play another 10 cost and go for game. Either way, there's not much he can do. He puts a Nico Robin there, and yeah, basically this is game for him, unless he takes out like a 10 cost that maybe somehow top decks something, maybe, but I don't think so. I think this is game. In this game I was playtesting Queen, but I'm not using her anymore. It's against Yamato. I play the 1 cost pudding, I find the 10 cost mom. I'm at 3 down, I'm going first. I'm gonna swing 6 at life, get a dawn, and play a 2 cost Sanji on top of this, just to have the possibility to take the top life later on in case I need to. At this point, taking a hit from the Yamato could be nice, simply for me to have 2 face down cards and be able to play it again and be able to use the lead effect again. Well, go just 2 at 0, take out the searchers at this point, and take out the other searcher with the lead. Swing, play 4 cost ramp, use the Sanji to get a card in my hand, basically gain a +1, leaving 1 down to find a 10 cost mob, and finish my turn on that. He's gonna play the Izo, rest the 4 cost and attack it, take it out. I'll play a 10 cost and go 5k at life, And at this point, as you can see, he had 4 life, already have 10 Dawn, and I can just spam 10 costs every single turn now. So 5k at life, he can easily counter with any card. Well, I guess he wants to take the life in case I spam 10 costs afterwards. So he plays on Onami and goes at life. I will counter that. It was a bit costly, but I'd rather keep my 2 life and just counter from this, since the face down 2 cards are good because I'll have 3 life in case he goes with the lead. I'll still have 1 life to survive just in case, and after the 10 cost drop I will be able to have 4 life. And as you can see, I still have the queens, even though this should be a Kaido in my new build, but those are the only 2 cards that changed from this build. Everything else is the same. And I just drop another 10 cost and attack with the lead, and I don't attack with the other 10 cost in case there's a trigger. I don't want to give him new cards, so it's fine. He'll attack with the banish Onami, I'll just take it and get rid of 2 cards from my life, play another 10 cost, and there was the Amaru, so he doesn't get to trigger the Amaru, and I just go 12k at 5, and it's basically game at this point. As you can see, Yamato is aggressive as she should be, but I still can heal up, I still can spam 10 costs, and there's not much you can do here.
Apparently, if you say the word subscribe, the YouTube app's subscribe button lights up.
Don't forget to subscribe!